Hello, tuning in to Straight Talk with Dr. Chaz, the prophet. I'm going to talk about the earth a little bit. You know, everybody knows about the earth and the way the earth operates. So I decided to video as I take this stroll the earth. And this is not the greatest, fantasticest view. It's just in the country out here on the properties I live in. And I stroll. I like to work out a lot. You know? So this is the subject of the earth. Now, the greatest thing that I believe about the earth is that all the elements in it that's on the earth comes from God. And people have different interpretations of it. They like to act like science created stuff like this, but I don't see how science is going to create the sun. Really? You know, we really ain't being realistic here if we think the science can do that. The earth cannot create the sun. The sun is bigger than the earth. So that doesn't make sense. So why the earth? What's the purpose of the earth? Why trees? Why the sky and the clouds? And we don't have stars right now. Stars come at night, but you know all these things. Why do we have all these different elements in the earth? And what's the purpose of them? Well, truthfully, everything here on earth is a God purpose. Now you say, well, wow. Then why is so much wrong and so much evil going on the earth? If the earth and all the elements in the earth are God elements and God purpose. Well, God has given man his own will. And he's allowed us to take precedence of the earth. He's given us the earth for that purpose, to take authority of it. So therefore, a lot of years ago, we didn't have streets, but now man has been able to create streets, and it makes things a whole lot smoother to roll on the streets. You know, you watch a Western movie, you see folks with wooden wheels and different things, and so we have keep, evolving better and better as time goes on with the elements of the earth, because God has given us the elements, but he's also given us the ability to create as he created. He created all mankind, and then he's given us the ability to do it as well, to create. Therefore, we take and we create. Now, there's a lot of things that's already here and to possess them. The reason why I'm filming is because trees are probably one of the most useful elements on this earth. We use it for pretty much everything. You don't have a house, you don't live in a house to where trees weren't used in some form and fashion to develop something in your house. Most things in your house, actually. I've been a general contractor my whole life, so I know that most things in the house have to do with wood. And wood only comes from trees. You can't get wood from nothing else, but trees. And a lot of other things come from trees. There's things that come from trees we don't even understand that they actually come from trees. So my thing is God has given us that one element. I mean, I'm not even going to go into a whole bunch of other things, but just that one element of a tree. you know. And there's so many trees. This is nothing compared to all the trees on the earth. And so many different types of trees. But that one thing man have been able to take and create so much from it. I mean, truckload of things. Let's take, for instance, in your house. Here's houses that, most houses are built out of 2x4s. And these 2x4s are framed in your house. So, therefore, you can live. You can have shelter over your head. But before that was even in existence, before they did 2x4s, they was able to frame. And we used to still use wood to build shelters for ourselves. So, but you got 2x4s. You got a lot of anything you got in there, like countertops, and a lot of stuff is made out of wood. Not all of it. Sometimes it's made out of other things. You got floors. A lot of your floors underneath the flooring or carpet, you have plywood. It's made out of wood. And then you've got over on top of you, you may have a roof, shingles and stuff like that, but I assure you, there's wood underneath that, So most things are made out of wood because God has given us that creation, And my point is understand that, the earth and the purpose of the earth was to help man. So God created the earth to assist us in moving forth in the world. God has already knew us that what we was going to do long before, and knew how we was going to create things long before we did. So he's given us things. And this is just one example. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of different things. I'm just giving this one example of the earth and God's creation and what he's given to us. And this is an evidence of God's creation of the earth. God created the earth for us, and he created the elements in the earth for us. Therefore, we have progress with these things based on the ability that God has given us. And that's it. All right? This is Dr. Chaz, Straight Talk, Prophet. Just give a like, and hope you catch us on the next video. Above all things, y'all be blessed.